I knew it already. I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. Be a six late tonight. I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours. That's right, girl, it's whatever you love.
Hello guys, and welcome to my channel, Beauty Studios by Ronisha. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do an everyday eyeshadow look. I'm going to be teaching you how to do very simple, very basic eyeshadow that looks good for wherever you may be going for work, school, whether you're just going out. It's just an everyday look, simple, not overpowering makeup, but just natural, but yet still giving you a beautiful pop that everyone is gonna notice and love. So stay tuned so I can show you how to achieve. Hi, welcome back guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the tutorial. That way you guys can see how I get this going every morning. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start with is, sorry. First thing I'm going to start with is my primer. It's by Wet n Wild. And even though I'm just doing my eyes, I still want to prime my face so that way it doesn't look so terrible. And so that way my skin appears more smoother and the makeup will last a lot longer. Really see. And again, this is the Wet n Wild primer. It works for any skin tone. It just blends straight in. See, you don't even, it just blends straight in. You don't even see like a difference in color or anything like that. So next I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna lift up my mirror so I can see myself better. Basically, now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Profusion brush. And what I'm going to do is, most of the time you prime your eyes to begin with. I personally don't use primer, but you're supposed to use primer on your eyes. That way your makeup can last longer and your eyeshadow can stick. But what I'm going to use is I'm going to use BB cream in the place of the primer, because for me it just works better for my skin. But like I said, use primer so that way it can last longer. But for me personally, I use BB cream because it helps a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from the crease of my eyebrow down to my lid and covering it with the BB cream. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And the reason why I'm doing this, like I said, so the makeup can last longer. But I would definitely recommend using a primer. Okay, and so I'm done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Profusion brush, and I'm just gonna start with, you wanna start with a color that matches your skin tone as your base. So what I do, it might be different, but I start with actually highlighting the eyebrow bone. And like I said, you can do it in whatever order you want to. This is just the way I do my personal makeup. So I'm gonna start with the eyebrow bone, highlighting it. You want to start within the arch, move out to the edges. Don't do the complete eyebrow, just stick within the arches and highlight that area. And you always want that color to be a white or a highlighted color. Okay, next I'm going to use that color I was talking about for the base. I'm going to go ahead and use Outgoing from the Profusion palette. It's on my Instagram. I'm not going to show you guys the color because I broke the palette like about a week ago, so it's completely destroyed. I don't want to show you what it looks like destroyed. So go on my Instagram, and if you want to know what color it is, it's Outgoing. And we're gonna use that as the base here. And all I do is I just use back and forth motions to cover the complete lid. And then I do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, and then so I go ahead and I go in with my crease brush. Now I'm gonna do my crease. Because this is a daytime look, I'm going for the warmer colors, and I'm staying within the same palette. So again, on the Profusion palette, now I'm going in with Outspoken. It's a bright, I want to say it's a bright coral pink. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in my crease and work it in until you just keep working it in until you feel that it's the color that you want, as bright as you want or as light as you want. I usually go light. I don't like doing my makeup too dark. I always hold the brush at the edge, that way it doesn't come out too heavy. So I'm just gonna work it in the way I told you I was going to. I do circular motions and then a rocking back and forth motion. So I'm just gonna start on the corners, and then so like I said, back and forth motions and then circular motions. And what I'm doing is I'm just working in the crease. Same thing on the other side. It's a little harder for me, sorry. And I believe this color will work pretty well on most skin tones. If you're finding that the colors I'm recommending are not working for you, experiment with whatever colors you wish to experiment with. There's really no right or wrong when you're blending. Just making sure that it's blended correctly and that it comes out even. So I'm pretty much done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my corners with a darker color. I'm gonna be using the same crease brush, but I'm only gonna work the triangle of my eye. I'm gonna be using Special from the Profusion palette. So again, it's on my Instagram if you need to see the colors. It's the dark brown color, and I'm gonna go ahead and work it in my corners. Triangle motion. So what I mean by that is starting from the top of your crease shadow to the bottom, to the outer edge of your eye, and then back. That's what I call working the triangle. So, and you want to brush it rainbow. So you want to make sure it's going this way when you're making your triangle. So it's bent, and then you work your triangle. Just so you guys can see better what I'm talking about. Then I always go in a second time and do the same thing. Do the same thing. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So, basically getting ready to put on the glitter because you need something to hold the glitter. I would suggest buying glitter glue. They actually sell that, and it will keep it on your eyes for a very long time. I use a lot of substitutes, so I'm just gonna actually use this in the place of the glitter glue to hold it in. It won't show up because the glitter will cover it pretty well. So basically I just put a pea-size amount on my brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start working it in the shape I want it to be worked in. Okay. So sorry guys. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start working it in, and hopefully you guys can see that. And I just use a round rainbow motion to create that circle. I drag my glitter all the way down to the edge of my eye. So. And this is a very beginner's video. So for those of you that are like, that's not how I do it, it's a beginner's video. Everyone's gonna have a different way of doing it. Everyone's gonna have a more either detailed way or a different way. This is just the way I do it. It's very simple, very basic. You can do however you want to do it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact pattern on the other eye. And another good reason to use the glitter glue, or in my case I'm just using the primer, is so that you have kind of like a guide for when you start applying the glitter. It'll stick to where it needs to stick instead of just all over your eye, and you don't want that. So again, the circular motions, creating that rainbow kind of effect with the eyelid and the primer, or in your case, the glitter glue. So it should look like this. And I just keep touching it up as long as you need to get it that perfect circle, or how much glitter you can make it as thick as you want or as thin as you want. I like mine kind of thin, that way you can see the gradient and it doesn't just look like you just piled glitter on your face. If that's the look you want to go for though, go for it. Okay. So, like I said, I do things a little bit different, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and start applying the glitter. I'm using the hard candy glitter. Be careful with this one because it gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going in with the brightest one. Okay, you can use gold, would match this look too, but I want to switch it up and use the lighter white one. You want to use little dabs at a time, trust me, because this stuff gets every freaking where. Everywhere. And you will see that the more you work with it, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this glitter gets every freaking where. And just keep working it, like I said earlier, as much as you want, as little as you want. It does not matter. In this case, it turned gold because my primer is a brown. But the true color of this glitter is a beautiful, like, just clear, glittery look. The reason why I didn't use the gold one is it's extremely overpowering, and it just looks like a lot of glitter everywhere. So keep tracing the pattern that you left on your eye. Like I said, as much as you want to, as little bit as you want to, just keep tracing that pattern. Till you get the look you want, as thick as you want or as thin as you want. And then, so it's usually what I do. And then I'll come in and I will use my blending brush, and I'm gonna use from my CoverGirl palette. It's a very small one. I'm gonna use the pink shade as a transition from this pink color in my crease to what was clear but now brown because of my primer color, and I'm just gonna lightly blend it And I'm following that crease pattern with the blending brush, and then I go on the other side and I do the same thing. And this is just to transition the colors better, help them blend correctly. So then I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with my crease brush using the Profusion palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the Outspoken again and redo my crease work one more time, because sometimes it fades as you go, with that rocking back and forth motion, and then you can do the circular motion. And the reason why you want to do this is so that it blends well again, and it doesn't look so off. So then you're just gonna keep going with the circular motion. I'm not even using. Making sure you're holding it by the tip of the brush, like I told you earlier. Sometimes I forget and I'll go all the way over here. It's just a habit, but you want to use the tip, that way it comes out lighter and not as dark and so intense and so uneven. You want it to come out as blended as possible. So now, pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in. I always go in the corners and I shade it. And I'm gonna go back to the CoverGirl palette and use number 1. It goes by colors. So when I did the crease work, I used number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and use number 1 for the corners of my eyes, the very middle of my eyes. So just kind of dabbing it in the middle. Which, this is a very beautiful mini palette as well. So that's how it's gonna look. And then to complete the look, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Yalani Naked 5 eyeliner waterproof, and I got it from Melrose, I want to say. It was pretty cheap. So what I'm gonna just do is line the eyes. I'm not gonna do the winged liner because I'm trying to keep it very, very simple. And yeah, I would suggest something more on the gel side. So now I'm just gonna finish this look with the CoverGirl Natural Lashes. Brand new, sorry. Still in the package. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just work it like a normal eyeshadow, like a normal, sorry. I'm just gonna work it in like a normal mascara. It's just invisible and it works with your natural lashes. It's really pretty and it works really well. It just goes with the whole natural theme and what I'm trying to achieve here. And the best thing about this too is you don't get those little dots at the top of your eye. That's annoying and hard to get rid of. So makes me happy. Definitely suggest using this. So that's gonna go ahead and complete the eye tutorial. This is just simple everyday look. Looks extremely beautiful and natural. Whether you're going to work, whether you're going to school, I mean, it just looks really beautiful. And so you can see, it's very beautiful. I'm so sorry about the liner. it's really big and hard to handle and control, so it tends to like do whatever it wants to do. I'm hoping that by my next video I have the stick liner, because I have so much more control over that one and it comes out so much better. But in terms of the CoverGirl natural gel mascara, I would definitely say go out and buy that. It's very nice, very beautiful, and it looks all natural. The blending and everything, it just comes out really beautiful, and I just really enjoy that natural look. My next tutorial, I'm actually excited because I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do the full face makeup, which I'm very excited about. But today I just wanted to give you guys a little small like eye tutorial for every day, no matter where you're going. Also, shout out to Sandra, Priscilla, Adriana. I want to shout out to Celeste, Josie, everyone. Thank you guys for supporting me and being there for me. Shannon, thank you all, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm gonna leave a list of all the products that I used down below, and also you can always check out my Instagram to see everything that I used. This is the finished result, and I'm super excited and so glad that you guys stayed and watched with me. I hope you guys continue to watch all of my videos, and if you have any ideas for any future videos, leave a comment below. If you have any questions, you're free to email me through my Instagram email, or you can comment below. If you have any suggestions for me to help the beginners doing makeup, because I'm still learning too, leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and it means a lot to me. And also, I want to talk a little bit about my product line coming up. I'm so excited that I'm hopefully soon releasing my online shop. I'm just gonna need a lot of support. It can't get done without support. I thank you guys for watching every day, and all of you guys that support me. It means a lot to me. I'm super excited to start this online shop, and I hope you guys love all the products that I'm trying to achieve and trying to launch. So just stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for everything.